In this video today, I'm going to help you deepen your self-trust, your ability to trust your innate, intuitive intuition that's been your birthright. And this is going to help you as you make new decisions after you've been through a grief, a loss, a time of self-doubt, and you're questioning your purpose and where you're headed. And your heart is aching and it's opening up places within you that you never felt before. All because you lost a loved one or you felt really deeply disconnected from something that happened in your life. I'm going to show you how you can trust Source is with you and you're not alone. Hello everybody, I'm Colleen, Wynia, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm a spiritual intuitive and I help you navigate these places of distress and reconnect with the parts of yourself inside that you have once disconnected with, or perhaps you've never met that part of you. And this helps you become your own best intuitive. It helps you trust and be able to connect with spirit on the other side and help you become more creative get that step back in your life. When you are questioning if you're being supported, I want to give you an example of exactly what happened to me and how it keeps happening to me. So your divine inner, let's back up a minute here. You're hurting. You're not connected to life. You've lost something, part of yourself or a loved one, and you're really questioning where is your life headed? What is happening for you now? How come you can't pull yourself up and make decisions, and how you can't feel so painful? There's just so much grief and loss in your body. Well, what's happening is it's actually helping you break down and reveal to yourself the parts of you that you have locked up, the parts of you that have never fully soared. And so when you have a tremendous grief, whether it is losing your loved one like I have, my dad and my cousin for many, over almost 30 years ago next month that my dad had transitioned, it was absolutely a devastating time. But I can attest and I can support you in navigating through any levels of grief and loss and reconnect you back to your body. How would that feel? How would it feel to feel more joy and reconnected in your heart? And to be able to trust yourself and be able to trust your loved ones who have crossed over now, who are here to help you. One of the things that happened to me when I questioned myself is the signs. There are signs of our loved ones and signs of spirit that are working for you, through you, and in ways that are magical. So when this happened to me, it really proved to me, it's kind of a fun story, but it proves to me just how spirit is always working with me. My loved ones become my spiritual cheerleaders, and I want that for you as well. How would you like to feel that divine connection? And you can have that divine connection with them immediately. You don't have to be a trained medium. You can absolutely connect with them. So one of the ways my loved ones connected with me just 2 nights ago was through something that I needed to do, that I was in so much overwhelm and so much going on for me recently that I forgot. So I'm a hiker and I have these YakTraxs, and you put them on the bottoms of your trail shoes. And this particular pair had worn in less than a year. And I was just like, it shouldn't do that. I've had them for years before. So I wanted to bring it back to the store where I had purchased it in my hometown. So I found the receipt and I popped it in my wallet. But as I packed up all my hiking gear, my food, my clothing for the next few days in my old hometown, I loaded up the hallway, I was ready to head out the door. And I was in the bathroom area and I heard this big crash. And I'm like, ooh, something fell and hit the ground. I wonder what it was. So I looked in the bedroom, I checked the living room, I checked the hallway, I checked around me. I couldn't see kitchen, I couldn't see what had fallen. Well, I walked by the laundry room and there was this shelf that had slightly jetted out. It was a shelf that was sitting on like a pole, and it was jetted out a little bit from the wall, and the items that were on that particular end of the shelf, not the whole shelf, but that particular end, had all come flying on the ground, like as if someone had taken it and went whoop. So a spirit hand had thrown that stuff on the ground to capture my attention, hence the loud noise. So there on the floor, I looked down, and there's like the massage table bag had fallen, and the purple bag that had all of my hiking gear, including hand warmers for the winter hikes and my YakTraxs that were sitting there that were meant to come out with me. So I didn't consciously, intuitively, I didn't consciously remember it. But inside, Spirit knew what I needed and wanted was to pack this while I was heading to my hometown where I can return them. And that was the last thing I needed. I picked it up off the floor. Nothing was broken. So Spirit has really wild ways that our loved ones like to connect through moving objects, electricity, through dreams, and through these ways that fill up your heart when you've lost a loved one, or you've lost a sense of yourself. Your Spirit team is right there, and I want you to invite you to really take a moment to tune into your heart and just ask yourself, ask who it is that you want to connect with. If there's a loved one that you actually want to connect with, ask them, call them by their name, tune into the presence, imagine how you heard them, imagine how you felt around them, imagine how they used to help you in the real life, and just literally call them in, and feel yourself embraced by this warm energy. There's many of your Spirit team that's with you and the angels that are supporting you, but my loved ones are part of my team, and part of it is because I knew them at this time in my life. So your intuition, your innate knowing, you can relax. You guys are supported. That was a divine example of exactly how Spirit had me taken care of. It knew that I didn't consciously remember the YakTraxs to pack them. And I know it's a fun, little, crazy little story, but I felt so supported by the universe, you can't imagine. So has this happened to you? Have you ever had that experience where you're a divine creation inside of you did something to bring the thing to you that you needed, that you had forgotten about, or that can you think of an example for you? So I want you to remember and reflect back that way. And if you'd like to connect with me who can help you, we do this inside our one-to-one VIP sessions, and we do this inside Crystallize Your Vision. I have an innate ability to help you bridge the gap between your distrust, your heart pain, the blocks that are in your body, the things that are causing you pain in your relationship, and grief in your heart. And I help you reconnect back with your soul so you can live that divine purpose that you're meant to create. Love you, connect with you. If you haven't subscribed already, I'd love for you to comment. Leave your comments below. I read all of them. Leave your comments to let me know what spiritual experience happened to you. Have you lost a loved one recently? Let's connect. Reach out to me. Links below. You can book a discovery call with me. Lots of love to you, and keep shining, and hand over heart, deep breath, and know that you're supported by the spirits more than you know. Lots of love to you. Mwah.